And the opponent is officially out of lands. GG's. GG's. Oh, what a board state, man. We got him down to 0 lands. Is land destruction back? What's going on, everybody? Today we're taking a look at some land destruction, and I know you probably didn't expect to hear that in a long time because I know land destruction hasn't quite been very good in a while. But today we've got this really sweet 4-color control deck that uses land destruction almost as a secondary game plan, which could turn into your main game plan really quickly. So the way this thing works is we are 4 colors, kind of like the traditional 4-color control decks going on right now. We have a lot of some of the same core pieces here. We have Up the Beanstalk because we're going to be playing a lot of expensive spells because our land destruction spells also work as ramp in some cases. So we got Up the Beanstalk, Leyline Binding, of course. Those are 2 must-haves here. I really like the Cornucopia because, again, we're trying to ramp with this deck and trying to outpace the opponent in the land department by destroying theirs and gaining extra on our end. And we've got Buried in the Garden. It's a great removal spell. It gains us a lot of life off the Cornucopia. It removes something and it ramps us into our later game. Now, with all of this ramping going on and all this additional mana, we're going to be playing expensive land destruction spells. The main one being the Territory Forge. You get to go ahead and steal the opponent's land off of the battlefield, and then you can use this as, you know, whatever permanent you took, you can use that ability. So if you steal the land, you can use the extra mana. And then we've got Boombox, a full play set of this as well, which for 6 mana, you can destroy a creature, an artifact, and a land. So we're going to be eating up their lands the later the game goes. If the game keeps going later into the game, we're going to be stealing more lands as we go. And on the top end, we have a couple extra pieces here we can destroy by exiling a non-basic land. Or we can go ahead and hit the Fall of Krug, which is also going to destroy a land, kill some of the mini creatures that they may have, and deal some additional damage. Now, once we've stolen all of their lands and we've got unlimited mana of our own, we get down Kaya. Kaya's going to be, you know, basically under no stress here because the opponent's not going to have the mana to play any creatures to attack into Kaya. They can't cast spells targeting Kaya because it's got hexproof. So it's going to be very, very hard to deal with if they don't have any attackers going into it. We're going to be removing everything off the battlefield, blowing up their lands. There's nothing they're going to be able to do once the Kaya comes down on the battlefield. And then we're just going to ping them to death for 3 life. We're going to gain 3 life, drain them for 3, and we're going to eventually win the game. That's the strategy, and it took us into Mythic today. So it's a super fun list, and it worked out pretty well. So I hope you enjoy this one. We'll see you at the end. Peace. All right, guys, today we're looking at a little bit of land destruction with this control build that we got going on. Super fun list so far that we've been winning a lot of games with. I do believe it's going to take us into Mythic for sure here. Going first against somebody running life gain. All right. Let's get this down. Another Raffine's Tower, not the tri-land that I was looking for. Trying to make our Leyline Binding cheaper if possible, you know. But they've got some hexproof indestructibility going on now. That does change things on my play here. So what is going to be our next move then? It's probably going to be one of these 2 because I can't... Well, actually, no, the ward is pay 3 life, not actually paying mana. So actually, I could take it. Or I could take their means of gaining life. That's not a bad idea either. Nah, I'll take this. That's better. That's probably better. Another Plaza of Heroes. They don't have any black sources yet. There it is. I'm gonna say we might be able to take advantage of that. All right, let's go Buried in the Garden. Do a little bit of ramping here. Don't mind if I do. We're potentially at 6 mana next turn if I find an on-tap land. This Boombox is going to be pretty good here too. Take out a creature, take out a land. I love this card so much. So much fun. And a Bard. Interesting. What are we up against exactly here? I'm not 100% sure. But I am going to take out... I'm gonna take out the core just because it's a life gain mechanic and I'd rather have that gone. I'm gonna go Boombox too. We've got the board pretty much locked up here. I mean, we're doing a really good job of, you know, just slowing the opponent down here. I like their game plan, though, the whole Mardu build, because Bard is going to trigger off of things that are, you know, more powerful than their starting power. So things like the Voice of the Blessed and then Amalia make a lot of sense there. So I respect the moves for sure. 2, 4, 6, 7 lands able to be used here. So I've got the 6 there. If I hit another land, maybe I play this and then blow up everything with the boombox. All right, how much does this need to activate? 3 and then tap, so they won't be able to activate it this turn. That's good. Boombox, artifact 0, creature, land. That's 1 land down. Let's go here. And believe it or not, I'm actually gonna take their case. Anything that stops the life gain will help. That'll stop them from being able to grow their creatures, in turn stops the Bard from being able to create the 1/1s. We do have this to blow up some 1/1s though. It's a nice little sweeper for the tokens. This does what again? As long as A1 for each of those attacking creatures. Okay. So how much mana do I have here? If I play this, that leaves me with 2 open, so I'm gonna play this first. All right, and then let's go ahead and blow up the, what is it, Plaza maybe? No, let's blow up their angel land here. Oh, they're gonna actually protect their land. Interesting choice, okay. We drew the ability here to steal this at instant speed. I will take it. It's not a legendary, so they can't activate their Plaza of Heroes to protect it. We'll take 1 and then we'll draw a couple cards. Not bad, not bad. I need a cornucopia though. They can't protect non-legendary humans, right? Yeah, they can't. I respect the hustle, but not gonna work in this case. We're getting a bit flooded, which is, I guess, not the worst thing ever, but it's still not great. I've got the ability with the beanstalks to draw 2 cards every time we play something is going to keep us in this game as far as finding things we need. So I'm kind of chilling there. Would like to start gaining some life here, though. All right, the Forge. We are definitely outvaluing the board as far as mana goes because we are outpacing them, which was the whole idea here of the build, is to just outpace the opponent on lands. We'll take your angel land. And then we'll take your Plaza of Heroes. And then we'll drop a boombox to get the next land next turn. You're almost out of lands here, my friend. Almost out of options. Ah, of course. They got the 1 right off the cavern. Not bad. Not bad. All right, we might have to change gears here on what we do because I need to get the cornucopia down and start gaining life. And I need to take the Anim to stop the bleeding a little bit here. Okay. And we cycle a land. We'll probably cycle Rafine's Tower for sure. Oh boy, we're getting flooded hard here. That's not good. That is not good. A veteran, that's fine. All I need to do is find another Krug. And that'll sweep the board nicely for us. Let's start with the land cycle maybe. I don't know how we got this flooded, man. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. I guess this does keep us alive. We might as well pull the trigger on it before it's too late. And that might be able to stop them from being able to play other future things as well. There's a Krug. That'll clean up the board nicely. Thank goodness. And that'll gain us some life, and it'll take out a land. That got a little dicey there towards the end, but I think we're okay. That got a bit dicey, though, for sure. All right, they have no red mana to spend. They're down to 3 lands. I think that card's, unfortunately for them, unplayable. Let's go with this to kick things off. We gain some life. We sweep the board. We take out one of their lands. And we're back in this game. All right. And let the land destruction really begin here, guys. This is, we're going to get them down to 0 lands here, I'm pretty sure. All right. That, I mean, that should do it, right? You would think. 2, 4, 5. There's the Kaya for the win, too. And the opponent is officially out of lands. GG's. GG's. Oh, what a board state, man. We got him down to 0 lands. Is land destruction back? Of course, the opponent took the rope the entirety of the way down. So they're a little bit salty, but game's over, man. No lands for them. All the lands for us. I mean, infinite lands, really. And then we got Kaya coming down next turn. So GG's to the opponent, I guess. I would say GG's, but they're being salty and kind of rude, but good stuff. All right, the opponent took the rope completely down. I get their saltiness. I mean, you can't play Magic without lands, so it is pretty unfortunate and toxic, but it is fun. Man, it truly doesn't get better than that game. So it's only downhill from here. I just hope we don't get flooded the way we did that last game, because that was the only downfall to our game there, and it did kind of suck. But if we can just not have that, the game shouldn't be as close as it was. Beanstalk, and then we've got the binding for 2 mana. That's not bad. Not bad, dude. That's the greatest way to start. If you can get a Beanstalk down early into that cheap playline binding, it's so good. Got a Boombox. Yeah, we're playing dinosaurs. They're in a lot of trouble here, if I'm being honest. Like, this is just a really decent matchup for us, in my opinion. I think I'm going to take this. I'm just going to try to take the least amount of damage possible here. Plus, this ramps them into bigger spells. All right, we want to play Sunfall on curve, so let's play one of our tap lands here, which means I have to play the Boombox out this turn. A little bit of a setup play. Hopefully we take all the red lands and shut this thing down. Oh, never mind. They're ramping. Okay, that's going to help their case a little bit against us. That's one of the things you don't want to see as a land destruction deck, is extra lands coming down. All right, immediately flipping that bad boy over too. Okay, I'm probably going to play the Forge still. I mean, we're not under any sort of duress. The opponent hasn't really come at us too much here, so I think I'm going to go with the Territory Forge first. We'll take your red and green land here. Hopefully that shuts down any Atali from coming down. Can this be any color, though? Yeah, it can. Never mind. What is this? Enters the battlefield, choose one, gains haste on a turn. Destroy target artifact, enchantment. Oh. They took a pretty good artifact there. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Leyline binding. It's nice. That is nice. We'll go ahead and sweep the board here. Draw a card. Another Kaya's. Fantastic. All right, looks like the land destruction is going to have to be secondary for us here in this game. It's just going to have to be survival first. Get Kaya down and try to bleed him out. They just have too many lands to work with here, to be honest. Couple more basics for him here too. Probably some red ones, I'm assuming. They're really not heavy on the red lands, are they? Okay, so if let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I play the cornucopia, that's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 5, 6. Not quite enough to play the Kaya, so we're gonna have to go and prioritize the Kaya here. All good.
A whole legion of enemies.
Just start the bleed, and then I'll instant speed leyline binding if they have something with haste. I don't mind that. And it does have haste, but it has ward 4. Oh, you son of a... Of course it has ward 4. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, let's go cornucopia. No. No, let's draw cards. I don't need another beanstalk. 2 is good enough. Sometimes if you drop 3, it's too much. Alright, we pay the ward 4. Get this thing off the field. Gosh darn it. Keep on pressing. Keep on pressing. Here we go. Stomper, that's fine. I can live with a Stomper. I'd love to get this cornucopia down and start gaining some life too, so hopefully we can pull that off next turn. Nice. We got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the cornucopia. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Cornucopia into Kaya, gain 2 life. Draw 2 cards, and there's a scoop. Yeah, it was just a matter of time, really. I mean, it does suck that we were down to 1 Kaya. Like, they definitely could have maybe top decked a, what is it, the Tyrannorex? What is it called? This guy here? Yeah, that thing would have been a nightmare to deal with again because I wouldn't have had an answer. Kaya would have been exposed. So, I mean, they should have played it out a little longer. They might have gotten us with that card, and it might have been a miracle for them, but they didn't give it a chance. Okay, on our way to Mythic, and we've got an interesting hand here. I don't think it's keepable, unfortunately. There's no red, and then it's pretty expensive. I'm going to send that one away. That is better for sure. Yeah, I'll have to hope that these 2 cards can make me survive long enough here. Okay, it's Golgari off the top, so hopefully it's not too aggressive. Looks more mid-range. Maybe? Could be 5 color humans, actually. That's not great. Let's get the tap land in. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the 5 color humans. Gwen is a great card for me to take, though, with the binding. And we'll do that right now. Before they're able to bring in more nonsense. Elish Norn, that'll shut down ETBs. Yes, shutting my ETBs down. All right, let's go ahead and get the Beanstalk in. I know it doesn't trigger right now, but when we cast 5 mana spells, we'll be good to go. They say good game. They're early GGing us, but they must not realize that 5 color decks run Sunfall. I think they might be early GGing us too because they might think we run a lot of ETB effects, but regardless, even if we do, the Sunfall has other plans for you, my friend. I love me a good early GGer. 2, 4, 5, 6, not quite Kaya territory yet. 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I might have to not prioritize. Let's not prioritize Kaya here. Let's prioritize this real quick. Let's take out a Plaza, take out the Catilda. All right, they're gonna be able to draw and discard at will here, so that might help them out quite a bit. Oh, they're just gonna transform right away, which causes me to what, discard randomly or something? Oh no, if something deals that damage. Okay. I don't mind taking it. I don't mind taking that off your hands if you don't mind.
I was expecting a more impressive enemy. Today you die.
Okay, we're gonna plus this. We're going to go ahead and steal some more of your lands if you don't mind. This time we'll take your other plaza. There will be no indestructibility for you today, my friend. Let's drop another one of those. And GG's. Dang it, I didn't get the GG him fast enough. Darn it. I should have GG'd him before that turn started. We knew we were pretty much locked in there. All right, we got a great looking hand here. We're keeping this. Leyline Binding is essentially free. Got the boom box on too and some more ramp. That boom box down. That's right, we're looking to blow up your lands. High Noon, do we care about High Noon? As of right now, I don't. I mean, you can have it. They're probably trying to work to a Jenga Taxis though, or some sort of Kraken, so we might actually want to take that off the field. I don't know. Oh, they're ramping as well. Why do we keep getting ramp players? How convenient. How convenient is that? All right, we definitely want to take all their blue mana if possible though. Oh wow, they're already at the Invasion of Alara, which is a pretty sweet card. Mana by Fearless, may cast 2 of those cards without paying their mana cost. There's the Bramble combo. And they got right into, I think they're gonna want the Herd Migration. Oh no, they want to take off the counters for this. I forgot that's the spell. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they get this flipped over. This combo's still a thing, huh? You may put an artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield. Create a token that's a copy of permanent you control. Counter 2, 3 creatures you control. Destroy target permanent opponent controls. Okay. They're doing the thing. They're doing their thing here for sure. Okay, and then they got a temporary lockdown too, which is tough because my boom boxes. Kaya's cool, but would have been nicer to have my ramp. All right, in the meantime, we're just gonna go ahead and Leyline Binding the Desecrator. And they drew a bunch of cards, so who knows, they might be able to pull the combo off again and again. We're okay though. Especially with Kaya being able to take the temporary lockdown away from them with the minus, that's gonna be really helpful. Because then we can get the boom boxes back later. Bramble comes down as a 2/2. We're okay with that. All right. All right, for the time being, Boombox will have to do. We got 2, 4, 6 mana. We need 1 more land to get Kaya down here. We got double black, right? And double white. Okay, so this is black, black, white, white. Okay, so we just need any land. But they hit the Alara again. This combo's popping off with another Bramble Familiar. That's unfortunate. Can we win this one? I don't know. I really don't know. Man, to be able to play the adventure side of that Bramble Familiar seems so busted with off the Alara. That seems so silly. Oh, they bring in the Persistence, which actually might play pretty heavy in my favor if I can get the Kaya down. They are playing this so weird right now, but I love it. Give me a land, an on-tap land, please. Not quite. Man, that's so tough. Um, do I go after their lands? I think I have to go after their lands, man. To get an on-tap land in our deck is going to be so difficult, so we might have to just unfortunately sit back and allow this, which is such a bummer, dude. I don't think we can win. There's too much pressure on us right now, so that'll have to do it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We'll take an L there. It is what it is. I mean, they popped off really heavily with those Alaras, so good game. All right, well, what can you do when they go off that hard? You know what I mean? It is what it is. That was a great game on their part, so we keep it moving. Hopefully we can still get the mythic, I hope. Evolving Wilds. Wait, did I just play this person? Is this the same person? I don't know if this is the same person. I don't know why the name looks familiar. Maybe I played him a little earlier today. Who knows? I guess the best thing to do, though, is just to make sure we have our leyline bindings at 1 and ready to go in case they get the Desecrator. No, I don't know if it's 5 colors. They definitely would have used the Evolving Wilds for a different color if they had the Is It Colored land. All right, let's get this down. Like I said, let's just keep the leyline binding as an option here at instant speed. Yeah, it's looking like just Is It. Jace, okay. Let's see if they get greedy with the Jace on the plus or the -2. So -2. We'll take your Jace. Cornucopias, that's unfortunate. Those were some solid ramp tools we needed. We got one Jace down though. If Jace is their win con, obviously that's a good thing to have one under the leyline binding. Beanstalk is fantastic. We needed that big time. Counter spells though, our thing. Let's see what happens. Nice, it lands. And we get a Krug. Okay, some land destruction. That's good. So we got a boombox and a Krug to pop off for some land destruction. Maybe if we take all their blue, it would be looking good. Brotherhood's End to destroy all artifacts. They're gonna take my boombox? Okay. That does suck though. That does suck. I don't think we're gonna have too many leyline binding targets if I'm being honest. I don't know what sort of build they have here, but all right, let's try this out and see what happens. We do draw a card. Another leyline binding. We get the land. We take the land out. Now would be their time to play something. I am tapped out. Not anymore. I mean, there's really nothing to do here. The opponent's playing nothing on the board, so there's nothing to interact with. It's just a, you know, straight up control deck currently.
I hope you like your hors d'oeuvres extra crispy.
That's fine.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
I love that. More land destruction is good.
Aw, party's over.
Hopefully we can eventually just take all these red and blue lands off their hands and close out the game by locking them out of the game. All right, let's try to cycle this. Another garden. Man, we kind of really want to draw into maybe like another beanstalk because we need to keep cycling and drawing cards. We really do. Because there's gonna be a lot of cards that we have that are just not good for this matchup. 4 damage to the face. Ouch. That's good. I like that. Gives me another card off the beanstalk. Looking to counter. 2 lets to cast a creature spell. Counter target spell. Sure. Straight up counter. We draw a card though. Not ideal. That's nice though. That only takes out non-basics though. All right. Actually, I don't think the Sunfall is going to be relevant whatsoever. It does draw us a card off the Beanstalk, so that's a tough throwaway. We're in a staring contest right now. If they play a land, hopefully it's a non-basic here. It is a non-basic. All right. Give me another Beanstalk. Not a Beanstalk. All right. There's the scoop. Okay, they don't want to play anymore. I mean, kind of a boring game. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. It's just one of those matchups you don't want to see. I mean, it's just not. They're not doing anything except for, you know, pass go type thing. So it's just one of those matchups. It is what it is. GG's though. On to the next one. All right, we're hoping for more things to interact with here, but this hand is a little slow. So if there are things to interact with, let's hope it's not too quick, because our hand is a bit slow, but we've got some great removal. Buried in the Garden, Sunfall. The opponent takes a mulligan, and we see Gruul land dealing damage to us. It's a little bit of a bad sign. We need a Leyline Binding to make me feel a little better. If I can find one Leyline Binding here, I'll feel so much better. Okay, they're ramping. Everybody's ramping today. So odd. So odd. That's so funny, though. It's funny how that happens. There we go. We got the binding. Feeling good. As I play the boombox anyways, I should have left the binding open, but that's fine. I've got the Buried in the Garden. Hopefully it's nothing with haste. It's nothing at all. Okay. Definitely getting cornucopia down here. Got to do some ramping, but we missed the land drop. That's not great at all. The Druid's Charm to look for a creature or a land card. Reveal it. It's Carnosaur. Sure. So we've got a tough decision to make then. If they play that Carnosaur, they're going to be able to discover and get another permanent. So I can either Leyline Binding one of those things away, or I can hopefully... Oh, hold on. If it's a Cavalier, I'm taking that for sure. Okay. So they are running it, the Calamity. That's what I was talking about, the Calamity. All right, I'm going to let it ride here, guys, and I'm going to try to Sunfall the board. If I miss the mana for the Sunfall, I can at least Bury it in the Garden away the Carnosaur. Oh, man. But what if their last card in hand is the Calamity, or they draw into a Calamity? We might get cooked here if we don't have a Leyline Binding open. 7, 14. Okay, we're gonna Sunfall the board. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cornucopia. I need to leave mana open here for the Leyline Binding. If they Calamity, we lose the game. Okay, they glimpse the core. Probably no Calamity here. All right, yeah. I think we just win the game here, guys. They're tapped out. I mean, I could just Leyline this to not take unnecessary damage, but I think I'd just rather Sunfall and take the 14 here. I don't really care. All right, Sunfall incoming. And that should be all she wrote. We'll see. I've got 4, 5, 6 mana, so I can activate the boombox at any time too. I'm gonna play this though and start taking some of these lands. Start taking some of these lands as we ramp as well. If we can get a Beanstalk, I'll be in a lot better shape too. I could play Kaya. If I do, it's 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm tapped out completely, which does scare me a little bit here, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. It does scare me a little bit. I think I'm gonna play the boombox and just turn this on. I'm really making sure I've got that Leyline Binding open. I know getting Kaya down seems like a great idea, but I need at least one spare mana open for things like that. There we go, GG's. All right, and that's why we held it open. All right, one more game to Mythic. Let's go. All right, we've got a good starting hand here for the final game to get into Mythic. Got to get down this boombox on turn 2. And it's a nightmare. Oh boy, a nightmare indeed. They probably won't have a ton of multicolored lands. It's probably gonna be mono black. Could be Orzhov, but I'm gonna go ahead and risk that over anything else in our hand here. Definitely gonna get down the boombox. Hopefully there's not a ton of hand hate here. Hopefully they don't have like a deep cavern bat would be brutal. Of course it is. All right. What are we taking? I feel like you have to take the Sunfall if you're them, right? Apparently not. Apparently you don't have to take anything. Man, gosh, that's a really good grab. Discard is a really tough matchup for us. I played discard earlier quite a bit, and it's a really tough matchup, man. All right, we just got to get to the Sunfall, which is next turn. Clean the board up, get our cornucopia back, and we're in business. Of course they've got another bat right on curve for the Sunfall. Oh, that's angry. That's making me angry, guys. That's making me angry. All right, so if we take the Mirex, we can actually start creating mites, which is kind of cool. We are only one land away from being able to do the boombox. And when we do the boombox, we can blow up a bat and the Flesh Gorger and a land. It's gonna be good stuff, man. We're absolutely still in this game. It's just annoying. We're land destruction, they're discard. Who's more annoying? I'd say land destruction, honestly, a little bit more annoying. All right, here we go. Get the forge down. We will be taking their Mirex. That way we can go ahead and create mites later. Man, I'm getting a cold sore again. I get these things all the time from stress and dehydration, man, which are like my two sources of energy, stress and dehydration. They better have an answer for the boombox. Looks like they don't. All right, Beanstalk is so good, but I'm gonna still activate the old boombox here. Yep, I want this back because it's actually, you know what? I want this. I don't want anything with double black being able to get casted here either. All right, that way I can go ahead and go Beanstalk and then draw cards off the Sunfall. Oh man, we need that cornucopia though to gain life so bad. Okay. I think they're in a tight spot here on what they want to do. That's why they're taking a little while, because they don't really want to run more resources out into a Sunfall. So they elect to just go ahead and scry, which is good for us. Good for us. I may still cast a Sunfall, even though it's just one bat. To get back a cornucopia would be helpful, and to draw another card. Let's see what this draws me. Draws me a great card. Draws me about as good of a card as you can ask for. Yes, please. Yes, please. Man, give me a Kaya. Give me a Kaya. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Cornucopia. Sunfall. Another Beanstalk. Okay, I could cast that right now. Or I could save the Boseiju for this. Which I think I kind of want to do that instead. We'll take our time. We'll take our time. So be it. Here comes the Shieldrids, which would be so bad. A Shieldred would be a nightmare right now, man. Any single thing but a Shieldred. Unless, of course, I can top deck like a Buried in a Garden or Leyline Binding. Something good. A lot of things I could draw into that'd be helpful. I actually don't need blue. I think that's why they attack that land, but I really don't need the blue, so it's fine by me. And they just gave me the opportunity to use the Boseiju now. Huge W. Huge W. Buried in the Garden, not bad. It gains me a lot of life. I'll take it. I'll take it. There's a refill on the hand. I love it. I love it. Let's take you. Leyline Binding now costs 1. Oh, this is so good, dude. We're about to lock him down. We're about to lock him down. Okay, I'm gonna have to discard the Jetmir's Garden to take care of that, but no problem. Yes, we take the Cornucopia hit, draw some cards. Honestly, I don't need another Beanstalk, do I? I'll save it though. I mean, obviously dropping the Jetmir's Garden is smarter. Okay, I guess we just wait. And I'll cycle this out. That's a card. That's a really good card. Don't mind if I do. So much land destruction. I love it. All right, we're back in this game. Back in this game, dude. And we don't have any mana open, so there's no Leyline Bindings at instant speed here. But if they play Shielder now, I just go ahead and take it from them. So thank you for that. Sure. Sure. Boombox is fantastic. I'm actually just gonna do the whole Boombox thing here to take out Shieldred. I know I could steal the Shieldred, but I'm really looking to make content here, guys. So we're going for land destruction. Like, we're maximizing all the land destruction. See ya. All of your lands are mine, baby. All of your lands are mine. Okay, and we end the turn with a full hand. 30 more lands than them. Tons of card draw. Doesn't get much better than this, guys. That's gonna be a little bit useless as far as land destruction goes. Okay. And I mean, there's really not a whole lot I can or want to do here. So I think I'm just going to drop a couple Cornucopias, which I should have dropped previously, but it's all good. They're stuck on 4 lands right now, man. This is so awesome. I love this. I look how much nonsense we got going on here. All right. Kaya just gonna bleed him to death while we keep taking all their lands. Now, had I taken their Shieldred with the Kaya's minus, we would have been in a better spot. But I also think they would have conceded immediately, which is why I chose not to do that, because I'd rather try to take out as many lands as possible here, just to try to make as much content as possible, but
Time's almost up.
0, destroy you. You'll never get above 4 lands, so you might as well not try. Kaya's just gonna bleed you out. Sure. You're wasting your time, but sure. We are officially in Mythic, ladies and gentlemen. We have officially made it to Mythic. All right. Another Sunfall, not that helpful. 15 cards left. Got to be a little careful about how we want to close this game out. I forgot about the mites. I should have been grabbing some mites. Let's go with ending the turn. Let's start creating some mites here. Completely forgot about that. Let's go +1 again, or +2. Attack in.
That's just a start.
Say go. And then we win next turn if they don't have an answer. Yeah, in hindsight, I definitely should have taken the Shieldred. Oops. I mean, a Kaya at level with 18 loyalty is kind of absurd.
Your time's almost up.
Let's drop the Buried in the Garden. All they've been drawing is lands, which is also kind of good. All right, they're at 5. Still in this game somehow. They're still managing to cling on to life right now. Plus attack.
It's what you deserve.
End the turn. All right, GG's. Go ahead and play that out. We'll steal that from you. GG's, man. We made it to Mythic, and it's pretty early in the month too, man. We're sitting at what, the 16th right now? Let's go, man. Very nice. Let me see what percentage we got before we get out of here, because I'm very curious. We typically don't hit Mythic till like the tail end of the month, so 93. Thought it'd be better than that. All right, no worries. Well, it got the job done, and we made it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's deck list, and we'll be back again tomorrow with another one for you, of course. But again, thank you so much for sticking around to the very end. I hope you enjoyed the list, and hope you got some value out of it. I know land destruction is one of those meme sort of things. It did take me to Mythic. Obviously, there's a lot better 5-color or 4-color control decks out there, I'm sure of it, but I just thought adding in the land destruction would make for some really good content today, and I was right. We had some really fun games. So super fun list, and yeah, again, just hope you found some value today, and I appreciate you for making it to the very end. And huge special thank you and shout out at the end of all my videos goes to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel, so huge shout out to them. I appreciate you guys very much for supporting me every single month monetarily. It means the world to me, and I appreciate everything you guys do for me. But with that all being said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.